Hi everyone, Paul Seymour here. My work can be found at my website at paulseymourphotography.com. What I'm doing today is I just wanted to do a quick video with a couple tips. And what prompted me to do these particular tips were two things. One, I saw this beautiful picture by Gary Campbell on our Rotolight users group, and also the reason I found these few things that helped me out was I've been doing some different types of photography lately. I started doing some light painting of vehicles, and I was also doing like some old objects. I did my grandmother's sewing machine, and these were a couple things that I found that I didn't know Rotolights could do that helped me out. And so I just wanted to share that with everybody. I hope you enjoy these tips. Let me know what you think of the video. Like I said, I haven't shot any video in a long time, so if I said like 2,000 times in the video or something, any ideas or things that you can point out to some constructive criticism is welcome. I'm open to any ideas as far as making better videos. So enough with that. I did also want to add, make sure you check out Jason Lanier's most recent post about the upcoming contest. They are giving away a Titan, guys. I mean, this could be life-changing for some photographers out there. I mean, you're talking, this is a $6,000 lighting package they're giving away. And they really do give stuff away. I can attest to that, because this Rotolight Neo 2 that I'm holding in my hand, I won in the October contest. So, it's not BS. They do give this stuff away. And I mean, come on, guys, it's a Titan. So I'm certainly going to be submitting for it. And I hope the rest of you out there submit too. We have a great group here, some really talented people. I hope you like the tips. They're from, like I said, deep dives into the menu, and I'm just going to change the video setup here so you can see the back of the Neo as I walk you through these few tips that I hope help you out, just so that you know a couple capabilities that you may not have known that these Neos 2s, and this also works for the Aeos too, because the Aeos has the same setup. I can't speak for anything other than the Neo or the Aeos, because I don't own a Nova, and I haven't won the Titan just yet. So, but I'll be happy to review that for you should I. So here's my few tips. Hope this helps everybody out. Check out Jason's latest post about the new awesome contest, and here we go. And feedback welcome. Let me know how I did and if you like the tips. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and one last thing. Happy New Year, and I hope everybody has a healthy and happy New Year as we move into 2021. Here we go. Okay, so here's tip number one. I'm shooting the back of my Rotolight Neo. I'm going to fire it up, and as it turns on, its default is 20%. So, and if you go down to 1%, you'll see that's still pretty bright. I mean, you can see the spot on the wall that it's making, and I think this was kind of what Gary ran into when he said, well, at 1%, that Neo was just too bright in the box. So here's the trick that I used for light painting indoors that I think might have been helpful to Gary. So Gary, here's what you do. So you hit your left and right buttons together to go to your menu setting like normal, and then scroll all the way down to Tech. Hit the right button once, and then start scrolling again until you get to Fine. Then hit the right button again, and you'll see it says Off. Take the left button and turn that to On. And then you can click the right button. And then you can double click to go out of it. Now let me show you what that did. If you turn around, you'll see my Neo is still on, but it's not that super bright like we saw before in its default mode. what this did is it gave me complete control over the dimming control. So now 1% is really 1. And you can see, I mean, that is considerably less bright. And so that's what I've been using for light painting inside, is I've set the Neo to fine, which then gives me just a much broader range and control on the low end of that dimming switch. So that's what I wanted to share with you, you know, that you can change that, turn that fine setting on, and then you can actually bring this all the way down. Other places that might be useful, if you're a blogger or Zoom call or something, if you have your light really close to you and you're trying to get some light on you, it just gives you an extended range of dimming that you wouldn't normally get. Now, I will say the manual does say that shooting video at these lower dim settings, it is possible at some frame rates you could get some flickering, so you want to check that. But I have tried it with my web camera, and I didn't see any flickering. So for me, it wasn't a problem. And then for still stuff, like if you're doing light painting and that kind of stuff, not going to affect it at all. So it's a really great feature to know that's there. So that's the fine control for the dimming. Now, I will show you another one. Now, another one that you might want to know about is a hard reset. So if you have changed this on your Neo, but you want it to go back to how it is out of the box, there's a hard reset on all Neos. I'm sorry, my dog's barking, guys. Okay, so the hard reset, you turn your Neo off, hold down the left button, turn it on. It'll say 0. You can let go of that left button, turn it to where it says yes, click the right button one time, and it is now reset it to its default settings. So now you'll see when I turn it off and turn it back on, it's back to its normal 20%. And if I go down to 1, you'll see it's still like at that normal brightness. So it reset that fine setting and fine tuning setting. Now, another thing that some people may not know, this one's probably most of you do know this one, but if you're looking for the maximum brightness when you're in constant on LED, that requires your bicolor LEDs to be set so that they're both can be at their maximum full power. And how you find that is when you turn your Kelvin temperature, and I know mine happens to be at 4,330, that's where you'll see that next to the last 0, a little dot comes up. And that means that it is at its maximum range. Like if I turn it to full power, that is the maximum range for the bicolor LEDs for both colors of LEDs. So it can't get any brighter than this for me at 4,330. So that's a good little tip to know, is that you just have to look for that little dot there. And that also works for if you're using your flash too. It's nice to know what setting to, if you're looking for the maximum output from this thing. For me, I want to be at 4,330. Okay, now for my final tip. My final tip is the display setting. And what I had happen to me was when I first got my Rotolight, I put it on so that it was on constantly. So once again, for this you go to the menu, so you click left and right together, then scroll to Tech, click once on right, then scroll again to Display, click right again, and then you have 3 options here, and it's low, high, or off. Now this one, to go into the setting, you need to click both left and right. So to go into low, if you click both left and right, then it stays on there. For mine, it does. It's not just the right key like a lot of the other functions. But what had happened to me was I was in this setting and I forgot that it could be turned off. So when I was trying to light paint, I was getting red streaks from the LED in the back because it was on all the time. So it is nice to know that you can go into menu, go to your tech area, once again, scroll to display, and then you can change from low, you can go to high, or you can go to off, which is double click. Now that it's in off, within a few seconds, that display will turn off, and you can see you won't have the red streaks from the digital display in the back. But it'll still turn on, you know, if you make an adjustment, which is nice, and then in a few seconds, it then turns back off. So that's just nice to know how to get in and out of that, because sometimes you might want your lights, the display on the back all the time. When I shoot in studio, sometimes I want to see that display, so I would go into tech, and I would go into display, and I would probably change it to low, and then click both of those so that it's on all the time, so that I can see what that's set at, and if I want to make changes to it. So that's just my last tip on the display setting, and that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys like those few tips that I threw out there, and hopefully they help somebody else. And have a happy new year, everyone, and I hope to come out with some more videos soon. Have a great day, everybody.